Life 5,000 years ago. Egypt, the richest source of archaeological treasures in the world. Beneath the desert sand lies mysteries of an ancient civilization where archaeologists venture and discover ancient artifacts from pharaohs to random people from 3 to 5,000 years ago. Every day, people find incredible objects to help us find more and more about their life 5,000 years ago. But the big question is, why did this civilization go extinct? A British team in 1922 was led by a man named Howard Carter. He discovered the biggest find of the century. One of his team cited steps leading down into the sand, so his team dug it up. He rolled away the block and glanced down into the tomb. His team asked him, "Do you see anything?" Howard Carter answered, "Yes, and it is wonderful." In total, there were much over 5,000 things that were found in the tomb, which belonged to a pharaoh well known as the Boy King or King Tut. They called the King Tutankhamun the Boy King because he was only 9.5 when he stepped into the throne of Egypt. However, he died at age 19. In Egypt, 14 was considered a man because the life expectancy was only 20 to 30 years old. The most famous item in the tomb is the iconic death mask. The death mask was inlaid with thousands of fragments of semi-precious stones in colored glass. Lapis lazuli from Afghanistan colors the eyebrows. Red carnelian from India sets off the garland. The eyes were formed from fragile Turkish obsidian. Before the Grand Egyptian Museum was built, none of these objects have ever been studied before. Archaeologists believe because he was found with an arsenal of weapons, the weapons weren't just toys of a boy king. They were actually intended for use. Scientists have two possible assumptions for how King Tut died: sickness or battle. If he died of sickness because of the carvings in the tomb and drawings on his chest, he was about to lead Egypt into war. Or he indeed died in the battlefield that the carvings illustrated. In recent years, speculation has increased that the coffin was originally made for King Tut's stepmother, Nefertiti. They had to save the mask and put King Tut's face on it because he died unexpectedly. According to Egyptian burial law, you were only allowed 2 months or 70 days from the moment of death to the door being sealed in the tomb. This law was made because they believed their spirit would come down from the heavens and look for the body. If the body was not found, it would give up and go back into the heavens. We still don't know why Egypt's culture went extinct or why King Tut's tomb was not looted, but we're learning more and more every day about life 5,000 years ago.